welcome to the show, Daz Tracks. We've uh, noticed you a whole bunch in the comments and know that you have a bunch of cool things to share. So we're kind of gonna do this call in two parts here. First thing I want to do is give a little intro to the stream for folks who are just joining in. If you haven't been here before, welcome to Glossbird Games. Glossbird, we are a video game studio focused on creating games to improve your life. So, games focus on mental health and physical health. And a big part of our game design and game development process is actually talking to you all, talking to our potential customers and potential players. This is super, super common when designing consumer products and kind of more what I would call like Silicon Valley style product development, but I don't see it happening that much in the game space or like in the indie game space where you just like talk to people. And it's not a play test. I'm not asking Daz Tracks here to play Fitment Live, though that is another very useful test. But we're actually taking a whole step back, and I just want to learn more about Daz Tracks' life and like try to pull out little golden nuggets and keeping the conversation relatively loose. So the first half of this interview is going to be that kind of style of questions. I'm going to be asking questions that are related to Fitment, our cozy exercise game. And then the second half, we're going to get into game design and talk about Dastrack Studios and Les and all the exciting topics that they have. So, are you ready, Dastrax? Are you ready to get your camera
Yeah, I
on?
am.
Okay, fantastic. And hey, Humane, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Cool. Thanks for joining in, everybody. And your camera looks like it's still off,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, it is off for now. Yeah, I am the
Zemdo,
guy from
hey,
the
welcome
Twitch
in.
dev server. Hi.
Awesome. Thanks for joining in, everybody. We're starting off with my favorite customer discovery call. Daz Tracks, these are going to be some hard hitting questions, or they shouldn't be. Uh,
Maybe what?
these questions I hope are not too difficult.
All right. No, it's
Feel
okay. I can understand like almost everything. So yeah, go ahead.
excellent, excellent. Okay. Okay, so the very first thing, let's go ahead and just start with some introductions here before we dive into the interview. So why don't you briefly tell us about yourself and about your studio?
So well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here and in the interview. Like, it's a it's a very pleasure to be here with. So wait, hold on. So I can share with you with all of the stuff we make, and also try to know also about yourself and your studio, because yeah, we like to support other projects, and even including myself, I love to support other projects such as your studio and even your game, uh, Fitman. So yeah, hi, my name is Nicolas, but I'm also known as Destrax. I'm an indie game developer here from Costa Rica, which I really love to create creative stuff and also taking it to the next level. And yeah, I'm mainly a game developer, a solo game developer to be more exact. And yeah, I just love to make video games and also hearing like music. That's why my studio itself is like mainly made for the game development environment, but also the video game we're actually working on is a real video game, which some of the people who are in already know about this game. So yeah, that the studio itself, it's not only a game development studio but also a record label, which there's some songs that we also love to support artists and also other stuff there. So yeah, that might be like everything, like the basic stuff about me and my studio itself.
Whoa! Hey, thank you, thank you.
Sorry if I'm like a little bit nervous.
Oh, there's no reason to be nervous here. Thank you for the intro. Rhythm game studio. You're also doing music stuff. I'm excited to dive into that more in the second part of the call. But so yeah, doing with this first half. So the first half of this call is that customer discovery call, and so the purpose of the call is just to gather insights that we can use to build our cozy fitness game called Fitment. And so the first thing I'm going to ask is like, walk me through your day. So, what does a typical day look like from waking up in the morning? Do you go to work? Do you drive? Do you stand? And kind of walk me through your day and can spend a few minutes here.
Well, so yeah, I work in one small, very small company, which are by my parent, but made by my parents, and so yeah, I mostly help, not like working at all, but I mainly help them in the work. So yeah, I mostly stay here, sitting in a computer, doing all of the stuff I need to do. But also, I don't drive actually because I don't have a driver license yet for now. But yeah, after that, like after the work, well, it's like 3 days in a week. I just go to the gym, doing my stuff, mostly for my mental and physical health. And yeah, I like mostly do workout routines like with arms, legs, and yeah, the basic stuff like in the gym. But yeah, so like I can be like a little bit better each day, physical and mentally, which is the most important thing about me being a game developer, I mean, and about the
Yeah.
mental health. Yeah.
But that is great you are going to the gym because
Hmm.
I think at least this is for Americans. I think only like 10 to 20% of Americans go to the gym. I think it's actually less than that. And so you're already kind of in this smaller um, group and population. How many hours are you sitting a day, would you say?
Okay. First of all, I wasn't expecting that question, so I might be calculating around like 11 hours or 12 hours,
Yeah.
almost from Monday to Friday mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sometimes like I just take some breaks outside my office here and also in the work because sometimes I just need to move. I need to do some stuff that requires movement and
Hmm.
yeah, all of that stuff because the enterprise, like the company itself, is like installation of glasses. And wait, hold on. Yeah,
Hmm.
like for houses and other places.
Mm. Yeah,
So yeah, it
windows and
requires
whatnot.
like movement.
Okay, so you're not okay. So 11 to 12 hours a day sitting, but your job is not what we would call like a sedentary job. It's
Yeah,
active.
not
You're
not at all. Yeah.
standing. So that's actually really great. So I would probably say you're sitting less. I just for reference, I think I sit basically when I don't sleep. And I probably only stand for like an hour a day if I'm not at like another job. So yeah, I'm pretty bad. So you mentioned you go to the gym for your physical health, for your
Yeah,
mental
and mental
health.
health.
Do you have any specific goals exercising or going to the gym, like losing weight, looking a certain way, going certain number of times or hours a week, weightlifting goals, anything like that?
Well, it's not like the main objective for me about losing weight, but it is an objective for me. But yeah, like when I started going to the gym, like the main objective for me in that moment is like keeping better each day about my mental health because being a game developer here is like a little bit hard on that side. And yeah, I just went to decided to go to the gym so I can uh, getting the mental health better and also physical because I need to make some workouts and movements so I can improve myself.
Mm-hmm.
in the health part. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, then that makes sense. And do you feel like your mental health has improved because of your current exercise routine?
In general, yes. It happens sometimes that I just need to take some uh like breaks, like unexpectedly, like complete breaks, like just not using the computer at all for one day at least, because like something is happening on my mind, like not health at all, but it's like something that might be, for example, some depression stuff, which
Yeah.
is like now less and less each time, which is like great for me. And yeah,
Mm.
like it's like also the main reason I just went to the gym, and I'm also keeping going there.
Yeah, that's really great. And is it hard to go to the gym? Are you excited to go to the gym? What emotions you feel going
Mm,
to the gym?
it's not hard for me because like of where I'm going to the gym is like easy for me because it is
Mm.
like just some steps away from the place I work. So yeah, I just I also grab my clothes for the gym. I just change my clothes real quick, and yeah, I just go there, and yeah, it's like pretty close, but not from my home, like, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like pretty close, and it's not hard for me to go. Not it's like not excited at all. It is, but not 100% because like I feel like a little bit tired because of the work. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just happy that I have the opportunity to go there.
Mhm. And is it typically in the evenings you go? It's after work that you go?
Mm, not at all, to be honest.
But
Mostly I just go in the mornings.
mornings. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. So I kind of have a good sense of how you view the gym and exercise. I want to talk about what like mobile apps and games you use. For example, what is tell me some mobile apps that you use all the time. Is it like a social media app? Is it Twitch?
Mm,
Is it your banking app? What are like the
is
top most
most of
used apps?
the time is like social media, for example, Instagram or even Discord. Like
Mm,
those are the most I use in a day. But I also like I mainly made for no, I mean I mainly use WhatsApp and others similar stuff and similar applications. Like basic applications, and also the mail application because I'm getting like a lot of emails, and I don't like to just keeping us read it without reading the emails.
okay, so you're using a lot
Mhm.
of messaging, a lot of
Yeah,
productivity.
exactly.
I want to talk about Instagram. What do you follow on Instagram? Why do you use Instagram?
It's like just to chill and take breaks so I can just see random content, and also message it to my friends who I just get contact on Instagram, because there's some
Mm,
friends I have that I just get contact with Instagram, so I
yeah.
can message them because for example, I don't have their Discord or phone number, so yeah, I just use Instagram.
A lot of messaging. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool, cool,
and a lot
cool.
of messaging, and I also sometimes use Twitter. Well, I mean X. I prefer to call it
Yeah.
Twitter
It's
because yeah, it
Twitter.
is.
It's
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's for me. It's Twitter. Yeah, mostly to keep up to date about the news of almost all the days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, amazing. Chat, feel free to throw in what are some of the most common apps you use. I'm curious.
Yeah, that would be great to know, so we can make a little comparison there.
Yeah. Are there any apps or mobile games that bring you a lot of joy?
It is mostly in the last months. It is like mostly Spotify to be honest, because I listen a
Spotify.
lot of
Okay,
music. Yeah,
that makes
and
sense.
like some years ago, I was used to play mobile games. Not a lot, but yeah. I
Mm.
was used to play a lot of mobile games. Not a lot of games, but yeah, there's some specific mobile games. I mean,
Mm.
and one of them is Geometry Dash, to be honest, because I was really a fan of the game, and I'm also keeping playing, but now on PC.
Nice.
But yeah,
Nice.
like from some years ago, I just switched to PC, and yeah, I'm not even playing on phone anymore. Well,
Okay.
sometimes I just check Geometry Dash to just see some levels there, but not playing at all. So it's like
Gotcha.
3 4 minutes there.
Mm. When you were playing mobile games, was there a genre of mobile games you liked? Puzzle, shooter,
Mm,
MOBA?
like not a specific genre, to be honest.
Mm.
I just I just love any games. Most of the games I see, I just like them.
How did you find those games on mobile? Did you go to the App Store? Did a friend tell you about
Mm,
it?
most of them, some friends tell me about the games, like most of the time. But
Mm.
I just search on the App Store in my case. So yeah, for
Okay.
example, most of the cases is just some friends telling me about the games.
That's cool. That's cool.
Even
And
it's
now,
like even it's like not all the times because yeah, as I said before, I'm now used to be a PC player.
hmm um, yeah, I'm gonna harp a little bit more on mobile games, and that's because we're making a mobile game. How long were your mobile game sessions? Did you play like 5 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time?
Oof, I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember because
Oh, that's
like
okay.
it's like not playing at all day. I remember that I play a lot geometrias, like some hours, like more than an hour and a half, but less than five,
Okay.
for
Okay. Okay.
example, because I
Cool.
don't
And
remember at all.
yeah, and that was one of your favorite games. Are
Hmm.
you an iOS or Android user?
iOS user.
Dang. Okay. Okay. That's good to
Yeah,
know.
because like my actual phone, the phone itself is like my dad's phone on that time. So yeah, if he changed his phone, he gave me the old one. So yeah, I was used to be an iOS user because of that.
Cool. Yeah. No,
But yeah, I was
iOS is cool.
interested on using an Android phone, but I don't have that opportunity yet because my phone is still working, so I don't need another
Oh,
phone
for
for now.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure. I have a lot of phones because I have a
Uh-huh.
lot of old test phones for testing, but that's the game developer life. I'm
Yeah,
take
yeah, that
I'm
makes sense.
taking a look at chat here. So Twitter and Instagram,
Twitter, Instagram.
TikTok,
It was like
Spotify.
mostly
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, that makes sense for like kind of the best
If
apps
I
or like
check
favorite
the
apps.
times I've used on my phone, well, I think Instagram is the top one,
Top one.
maybe.
Huh, interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Um I want, because you are a gamer, I want to now dive into what games you like and like what kind of mechanics you like. So you said you switched now over to PC.
Mm-hmm. That's
What games are you
correct.
currently playing?
Um, well, in general, I mostly play FPS. Well,
Okay.
not first-person shooter at all, but yeah, shooting games and also
Mm.
rhythm video games. For example, Geometry Dash, Osu, and other similar games.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the most I play. But there's also other games that I also play, like when I'm getting a little bit bored of the main games I play. For example, Subnautica or
Mm.
yeah,
I want
those
to play
other games.
Subnautica. Yeah. Awesome. And is there a why do you play video games? Like what does it do for you?
Mm, one of the main reasons, to be honest, is because I just want to get distracted from the reality, and I just want to, yeah, just have fun and just play some games.
Well said. And do you play typically online with friends? Is being social on games important, or do you
Yeah,
play
I
more by
mostly play
yourself?
online. Yeah.
Okay. Um I guess how important is that to you to play video games with friends versus by yourself?
So it's like not only have fun with yourself and the game itself, but also playing with your friends because you can also sharing some topics we playing, and also the social part of the life of that person, including me. It could be like improving much better each day. So yeah, like you can share all the stuff, all the moments, the laughs, and yeah, those stuff that makes the memories. For example, the old memories of, for example, Minecraft with some friends, like those typical videos, yeah, or
Yeah.
funny moments of each game, yeah, like those moments are always there.
I do love those social moments. That
I
I
love
won't
them
get
too.
too much into the game design right now, but we'll be wrapping up this portion soon. I'm curious on how we can bring those like moments of like the funny moments, the moments of like joy with your friends
Yeah,
to
exactly.
like how do you bring that to a mobile game, and then like how can you bring that to a fitness mobile game to ours? Um so let me see here. I'm looking through my list of questions. I guess
Uh,
diving into Fitment specifically. So, you've been on the
mm,
stream before. Fitment is a Animal Crossing inspired fitness game. From what you've told me before in this interview, it sounds like you would not like Fitment or would not like the mechanics of Fitment. Is that true? True or false?
it is false because
You
of-
can be
like
honest. You can be honest.
yeah, because I have downloaded the game, but I never play yet. I never
That's
play
okay.
yet. I didn't touch it, so I don't like to give opinions without getting some experience.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Have you played any similar games? Like we call it the cozy game genre, but like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, this style of like collecting game.
Um, something like could be similar is like when I just said before, it's Subnautica, like
Mm-hmm.
survival games, which
Mm-hmm.
you need to collect some materials, so you,
Collect.
and with them you can get some progress.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So progression mechanics,
Yeah,
resource
and also free
management.
roam.
Mm. Mm. Right. 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 Right.
Like it's
Hmm.
something similar, like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. I've
Mm-hmm.
never played yet. Because Animal Crossing, I don't have a Nintendo Switch or
That's
another
so
similar
fair.
console. Yeah,
That's
and
so
for
fair.
example, Stardew Valley, I don't have money to buy the game. Like for the game itself, I don't have money.
That's that's super fair. That's
Yeah,
super
I mean,
fair.
I wish I can buy,
Would
but
you play a game like that? And this might be a touchy subject, but there's I think a lot of games some people say like, "Oh, that game is a girl game, is for like hyper feminine women." And I don't know, we actually see in the data that like all types of people in all ages play games, but there are certain types of games I think that certain demographics lean towards, or I think like types of player personas. And so um like would you even, if you had the money, you said you would buy the game, or you're like, that's not really my style, it's too, I don't know, collectory, too girly.
um, I'm gonna be honest. I just buy or download the game if it got my interest. Like I don't care if like it's made for all the people of any
Mm.
ages, or only for adults, or only for females or males. If like it doesn't depend of that. Only if it gets my interest, I might download the game so I can just give it a try, like for some minutes or
Mm-hmm.
even an hour or 2 hours, so I just can take a look and just explore other games. Like only just that.
Cheers to that. Okay, I almost trapped you in this question. that was a that was a tough question. No, it's true.
Yeah.
I think everyone likes different things, or like lots of different
Mm-hmm.
things, and then especially
Yeah, it,
you
it
as
is
a
mostly about likes and
yeah,
if it gets your attention.
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for Fitment, so you haven't seen the game, but you've seen like the website and me talk about it.
Yeah, I checked the
Without
website.
yeah, what features in Fitment? This will be my last question here, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
open it up and let's start talking about game design. And this is a good
Mm-hmm.
transition too. What features or mechanics would you like to see in Fitment that you would personally like?
Oh, that's a very good question. Because as I said before, I didn't play the game yet. But like I'm not sure if it is already added to the game, but it could be like a system about medals, like
Mm,
collective medals about your works and achievements you get like playing the game.
mm,
And also about the features on the game. One of them I checked before. It was the move with me with the Twitch integration,
yeah,
because it is
yeah.
like pretty cool, because it is like you're not only doing workouts but also sharing with your community, like, and also getting some interaction with your community and in yourself. Like it is like, I don't know how to say it. Like it is just amazing, which is like something that I would try to also add it to my game, like getting interactions with the viewers, like some
Mm-hmm.
tricky stuff in the game, like good and bad like tricks or other
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Be-
actually this is
yeah.
a perfect time to transition. Thank you for working with me with the customer discovery call. So I think like the big like walking through that, the big learnings I'm trying to see is just like what are your habits? What do you struggle with? How do you currently exercise? Would you play fitment? Would you not play fitment? I think from a high level, I don't think you're like what we would call our like early adopter perfect customer, but you are someone who we would want to target when we scale and go massive. So like we normally break down our players into like what we call like the player personas. So we have like this type of gamer, this type of gamer, and this type of gamer. You are in the like the bucket of you are like I wouldn't say hardcore gamer, but you're like a social gamer. And so like the things
Like
that go ahead.
at least for me, I'm not only a social media gamer. For some specific games, I might be a hardcore gamer. For example,
Mm.
maybe there's one specific horror multiplayer game called the All Astrals, because like
Ooh.
recently I just unlocked all the peaks and other stuff that might be easier now, and I just like playing like a try hard gamer there, because I also know all the maps, all the objectives, the
Heck yeah.
enemies. Yeah, exactly. And also other games such as Valorant, which is a very competitive game. I'm
And do
really
you play
competitive in
that
that
game
game.
competitively? Okay, so
Yeah,
there's a bit of
exactly.
a okay, so you're part social gamer, part competitive
Mm-hmm.
gamer. I don't know if you're
Exactly.
gonna be able to see my screen, but I'm gonna pull something up here. Game
All right.
Refinery player persona.
I'm also
I
checking the stream here on the other monitor, just in case.
Perfect. I'm gonna pull this up because I think this is super. This is how we base a lot of our game design, is player motivation and archetype. So these are the motivational drivers of why people play video games, and that's why I asked you like, why do you play video games? And you said, to kind of escape reality. was your answer. So escapism is actually one of the
Um,
things here.
just to let you know, my camera is on the top of the screen you're trying to share.
Oh, you're yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make you smaller. Sorry, I'll put you
No, it's
right
okay. It's okay.
here.
It's okay. As long as like anybody can see the screen, like it is okay. Oh my god.
We're the most professional stream. This is our first time doing a guest stream like this, so thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah,
Looking at
that was no
this,
problem.
looking at the screen here, let's actually talk about your game. So you're making a rhythm game. What was
Yeah,
the
exactly.
inspiration behind Les?
Okay, so the main inspiration about making this game is like it is mostly that I mostly like hearing music, and at the same time I just love video games.
Mm,
And yeah, I just play a lot, like in Osu, but it is like in the menu mode. Like there's some notes that it is going down, and you need to press them as they're falling down.
mm-hmm.
So I just got that inspiration, and also other similar games. For example, Friday Night Funkin', or even another game called cowork, which is like very similar, but
Can you
also at the same
drop?
time is like,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, can you drop some links in the Twitch chat, and then
Yeah,
I'll pull them up
give me
here on
one
the
second
screen.
here.
No,
Yeah,
this is
just give me
this
one
is
minute
awesome
here.
stuff. No rush, no rush.
So yeah, this is like the main website of the game, so you can check
Let's
all the information
yeah,
about the game,
let's pull up
and also the
Les
Steam
here.
page because it is released on Steam for now as early access. But yeah, you can play it, and also there's an open beta there, so yeah, so like you can check what is coming, like on
I
for
had
the
no
next
idea.
updates, and like a little bit earlier for what we're trying to work right now. And yeah, for there's something about talking about updates. There's something like for the next updates, like we're taking like a lot of time than expected, because like we're actually working a lot of technical stuff for the game, because for example we're working now on new game servers, like dedicated servers.
Oh
Also
wow.
we're also working on a framework for Unity. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is mainly made at the beginning for the game, but we're also trying to adapt it to, so like you can work on any type of projects in Unity with that framework.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Yeah,
lot. That's a lot of
yeah, a
stuff
lot of
going
stuff.
on. I'm gonna. What is a good place? I'd love. Let's actually go ahead and. I have not seen your trailer yet, so let's go ahead and play the
It is
trailer.
mostly a gameplay trailer, because like trailer itself, like cinematic trailer, there's no trailer about that. Just a gameplay trailer, so you can take a look how is the game itself.
Awesome. So it's using keyboard controls,
Yeah,
rhythm game, hitting right when it falls.
there's something that some users asked me like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It is like if I'm gonna add MIDI support. For example, you can plug
Mm.
in some keyboards itself. So yeah, you can play with that keyboard with the game itself. Yeah, I might be able to implement that feature, but in another update, because there's like a lot of stuff going on for the next update that we're actually working on.
Hardware input would be interesting
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you know what I would want to do with your game is turn it into an exercise game and put like
Yeah.
floor buttons on the floor or like on the wall, and I have to
Hmm.
like punch or something.
There's also some of the interesting features about the game. There's something called Logitech RGB integration. So, for example, you have
Oh, yeah.
an RGB no, wait, an RGB Logitech G series
I
product. For
don't, but
example,
like
a
yeah.
mouse, yeah, or even a keyboard that has RGB support. For example, if you added, like, you put the keyboard, and also as long as you have like the GitHub software, like the game, like the keyboards and mouses and all of that stuff will react to the game. Like if the song is like if the colors of the song are blue, everything
Mm-hmm.
will turn blue. And if you like, if you are getting like less health and you die, everything turns red.
That is a really fun piece of
Yeah.
polish, and yeah, I think that would be super
Like
fun.
it gets like on the environment of any user setup, like it gets like it's like, for example, it gets more points about the environment and
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But yeah, it's like something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's something
Um,
that also other people ask about this feature, that if we're also adding for Razer products, we're also working on that right now.
that's
But yeah, we're also having some difficulties. But even we're also making some contributions to the software development kit about the Razer.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're just working on it right now.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of work.
Like a lot of technical work behind the game.
Yeah, and then I'm guessing so you have like your own, I'm assuming you made like a level editor to be able
Yeah,
to,
it has
yeah.
an level editor. It is
Mhm.
not released yet because, to be honest, this might be impressing, but the level editor has been in development for more than 2 years,
It's
and
tough, yeah.
like it is incomplete yet. Like in its some other stuff to be released. Like it has the basic stuff,
And
only
that's
the
for like
basic
a
stuff.
public facing one, or do you mean the level editor that you and your
The level
team would
editor
use?
itself, like it is
Okay.
uncompleted. Yeah.
This is so cool. I'm just like replaying your trailer over and over. There's a lot of really nice design elements here. I love
hmm
when it hits the note that
Like
kind
there's
of
a pop-up
bounce and like,
animation on the node. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All of this is really great. How I guess how big is your team right now for building this game?
For the game itself, and even the studio, I'm gonna be honest, it's just only me.
Dang! Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
there's
Okay,
no people. It's
cool.
only me. Yeah,
Nice.
there's other people that asked me before of why I just decide to make a studio of it, instead of just working on my name Dastrex instead of Dastrex Studios. I just wanted to be in the community of commercial projects and games,
A
and
hundred
also
percent.
about the situation about our new record label. So we decided to make it as a studio instead of only just me. But
I
yeah, behind of the
actually
studio is just only
agree.
me.
I one person studios I think are so cool. I say this a lot to people. So actually you and I are on the same page. I think it's really important for indie game devs to create a business entity because it gives you it costs money, but there's legal
hmm
protections like how you sell your product, if you get sued by
Like you
people.
get more opportunities in the
Mhm.
commercial side of game development.
You do. And so
hmm
I know there's some game devs where game dev is just a hobby, and that's fantastic. But if you want to do anything with making money on your game, like I highly recommend, starting a business around it. And you can do
Yeah,
one
we're also
person
working on
businesses.
that side for the game. We're keeping
Mm-hmm.
the game free to play, but we're also adding some stuff to get some earnings from the game. For
Yeah, for
example,
sure.
we're implementing a subscription system. It is like the game itself and all the songs are free to play. So this is
Mm-hmm.
like very optional. Like it is mostly a support tag, for example. So you can get extra benefits in the game while
That
supporting the
makes sense.
development itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no,
But it is not released yet because we're also implementing some stuff that need to be finished before this.
Have you considered other models? Like, what do you think about, for example, Beat Saber does song packs, and it's like $10 for 5 new
Mm,
songs.
that's something that I'm also thinking of.
Okay.
But I just want to make all these songs free to play, so all the players can play all the songs without getting some, for example, money issues and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. So you can play whenever you want without having any issues of paying something, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, so we're also thinking about the earnings that we need to get for keeping the game alive, and also the new servers that we are also working on. I mean,
And
I
servers aren't
not
free.
we.
Like this stuff. No, say we. It sounds professional. It sounds more
Yeah, exactly.
professional.
That's why I just say we instead of I.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like the servers, well, to be honest, I just get a free trial, but it just get expired, so I just need to buy the servers.
but
But yeah,
once your
we're also
game
working on
gets big, yeah, you're I mean
like
it costs money
it
to
is getting bigger.
maintain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No,
we're
this
also implementing some social features in the game. For example,
Yes.
player profiles. It is like something similar to Discord with the profile and the
Mhm.
badges, but also we are implementing the replay system. Also for the people who knows Valorant, Riot Games, which is the developer of the game,
Mhm.
they're not even implementing the replay system that other people are asking for, and
And you're going
yeah,
to do
like
it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Even for
gosh.
the next update, and that's one of the reasons that it is taking more time than expected. So yeah, we are just adding a lot of features that we are supposed to add it before. So yeah, we're working hard on this on the features.
That's so cool. I want to take a step back, and I probably should have asked this
Yeah,
earlier.
sure.
What inspired you to become a game developer and start a game studio in general? Have you always been doing this? Is this
Okay,
something
this is
new?
okay. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a very long answer. So
No, go for it. This
everything
is your
started on
show.
2017 on
Okay,
high school.
2017.
Yeah, for some high school projects
Jazz
with the
tracks.
game.
Why are you so young? You make me
Yeah,
look so
I'm
old.
19 years old. Oh wait, hold on. I'll just
Oh my. Okay. We got
so
Daz Tracks, video
yeah,
game
yeah.
prodigy, already having their own business by 19 years old, by a teenager.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
insane to
It
me.
is like okay. So I started making games because of high school, with a typical user friendly game engine called Scratch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah, I just made some basic stuff, but it is because of the homework, and the high school projects. Then I just said this looks very interesting, and I just want to make a game. Yeah, and yeah, before this game, I work
Hmm.
as a programmer on
Okay.
no longer know, uh, like very cheap Finance of Freddy's fan game. But yeah, only as a programmer, not the design, because the design is awful. It's just photos of the house and an animatronic that is made in paint.
Paint.
So yeah,
Don't hate on paint. Paint
I
is
mean, I don't
cool.
hate it. Like yeah, it is just a project, a basic project to just getting started. But yeah, I just working on the program side, like in the code side with
That's so
Scratch.
cool.
Yeah, I also so yeah, I just wanted to take this hobby like very seriously. So um I just get a step forward and making some experiments even with the Scratch engine, that I
Yeah.
even make like exe files with Scratch projects and all of that stuff. Like it is more technical stuff. And now in 2020, this is where everything starts here. Like this
Okay.
is where I just created less the logo itself and the basic stuff with Scratch
Hmm.
engine. That's even like this is where everything just started there. Like in 2020, I just created the game itself, like a very basic game, and the design like was like a little bit awful compared to now. And yeah, I just decided to make a change for the game itself. So I just changed the game engine to a not well-known game engine called Click Team Fusion, what which is the game
Oh,
engine
I don't.
used to make Final Fantasy Freddy's, for example. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
and
I'm
yeah,
not familiar with that game
yeah,
engine.
exactly. It is a user-friendly game engine, but it's really expensive. Like it is not cheap. So yeah, after
Interesting.
finishing the first version of the game, I just got issues with the license of the game engine. So yeah, I just decided to change to Unity, and that's like a big step forward to
It's
just yeah,
great.
yeah,
I
it is
can't believe you went through three
three game
game
engines for the same
engines
game.
for no, but that
Yeah,
means like you're so passionate about this game.
yeah,
I am. Do you on
like
your
this
website
is
have
already a big project for me.
I want to see old versions of this game, like what it looked
It is
like and
awful.
like was it
It
fun
is
though in the
awful.
early days? Like even without the graphics, the animations, your tweening, like all this
Well,
stuff, like did it feel fun in the beginning? Like how did you know you wanted to keep building this game for that amount of
I mean,
time?
well, so from where I was working with the Click Team Fusion game engine, I just thought that it is already a big project for me. And also on the community side, like the community is just being created itself. Like the people are even creating the community, not only me, but also the community itself. It's like growing up by itself. So yeah, it is like I just thought that it is I just need to take the decision of just keeping the game and keeping the development just going on. And yeah, this is like for me it's like now my biggest project ever on my life. So yeah, that's
Hey,
why I just
you're still so young though, so I'm excited to see you work on even bigger and more wild
yeah,
projects
it is
in your
already
life.
big, like behind the scenes on the development of the game. It is
Yeah.
very big. Like the game itself doesn't look big, but behind the scenes it looks very big. Like it is even heavy for my laptop itself.
I know what you mean. It's for people who aren't in game dev, and we're on the game dev stream, and
Mhm.
people hopping in, a lot of us that come to the Glossbird stream are game devs, but people who aren't game devs, they look at like, my game Fitment, and they're like, oh, it's very basic game, there's not a lot of features in
Mhm.
it, not a lot of mechanics, and I'm like, it took us like 3 months of like full time, 3 months, multiple
Full
people,
time. Oh my
like to
god.
get to this first like prototype. And like they I don't know, like people think like, oh, have you heard of that door thing, like designing a door in a video game, and it's like it's so
Mhm.
complex because you got to think about how the character interacts with it, the collision, the animation, what happens if you're standing in a doorway, and just even putting a freaking door in a 3D
Mhm.
environment can be so complex. And the average player doesn't think about that. They shouldn't need to think about
Mhm.
that, but like
Yeah.
I can imagine how complex this can be as a solo dev and running a business and running a studio as
And
well.
yeah, I even not only like not all the game developments do this, but I just take very seriously each detail of the game, like even each pixel of the game. Like I just
Mhm.
taking
Mhm.
care of it so it can looks like good, even if the player doesn't get attention of it. So or he or she doesn't care
Mm.
about that pixel, for example. But yeah, I just want to make some like the game perfectly and very enjoyable. It mostly enjoyable and playable itself.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
Um
just take care of everything. I just want to be careful in the game development. Like there's
yeah.
one friend that even say that I made things like very slow very slow. Like my game depth process is very slow, but yeah, it is completed. Yeah, like I really take time to make perfect
Hmm.
stuff. Like not 100%
Yeah.
perfect, but very perfect.
And I like for your studio and for your process, I think that's cool, and that's just like that's there. I don't think there is a right or wrong way to make a video game. AAA is going to build games differently from indies. I still think there's a lot that AAA can do to improve their development process, but like whatever works for you in your studio. I mean, that's the whole point. You are the studio owner. You get to control, you know, technical direction, creative direction, and like how you do your production process. So if you're about, I mean, as a rhythm game, I think it's really all about the polish. And
Exactly.
do you know the word juice or making the game juicy?
Mm, like 50%,
It's like
like something like
making
that.
the game like feel really crisp and feel really good to play, like you
Mm-hmm.
just like you get into a flow state when you play the game. For
Like
you,
it is
what,
very enjoyable.
yeah, what things did you do to the game, to the design, to get flow state, to get juicy, to make your game juicy?
Well, this might be like surprising because I just make basic UI stuff. For example, there's like a sound lace in the game. Like it looks beautiful, but like there's basic objects or like basic UI objects, for example, squares and circles. But I'm just using my creativity to just making sure that it looks good enough so it can looks like the player might think, oh, this looks very good, very clean. So yeah, I just make it like very carefully. Really I'm just really taking care of it so it looks like good enough, at least for me. And also like for example, being like a gamer and not a game developer, even if I'm a game developer, so I'm just trying to look at the POV of a gamer, like each other gamer, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure that everything looks right and like also attractive.
Yeah, so like for example, why for like why is on the bottom here, like why is there 3 or like 6 total buttons? Why not
Six
10
keys.
or 4? Yeah, so what was the decision
Well, the
behind that?
most common key counts, for example, like something like that, it's four keys. On most of the game, use 4 or 7 keys, but I just decided to make something like not overused. So I just
Mhm.
decided to use only use 6 keys instead of 4 or 7.
Mhm.
Because yeah,
Mhm.
I just want to make like something that it is like a gameplay very known from all the world, but also try to make something unique from other games.
Right, right. And
Hmm.
then how did you determine like the score system? I see we have a multiplier on one bottom. It looks like we have a total
Okay,
score on the
so
other
for
corner.
example, there's like a basic system. If you press at the right time, it just give you 300. If you press a little bit late or a little bit early, it gives you like 200 points. And if you press it like very earlier or very late, it just give you 100. And also the number like on the corner on the brown no at the bottom left side with the X is the combo number. So like
Okay.
it just
Mhm.
keep like if you're pressing all the notes without failing one note, it is increasing like each time, like each
Mhm.
hit. So like for example, 300 multiplied by the combo, for example, 10 of combo. So 300 multiplied to 10, it is like 3000. If you give it gives you like 3000 more on the hit. But if you like fail a note or you press the wrong button, like the combo, it just resets the combo because you fail a note.
Right, right. Yeah, combo streak. And I've seen that in
Like
like
it is a simple scoring system, but like it is like very challenging for the player to getting high scores, like very high scores.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at chat here, it looks like you have some fans in here. Randall J says, "Great work, so proud of
Yeah.
you." Lucia says,
Yeah.
"Yeah, those when you hit the notes, the bounce you get. I noticed that too
Uh-huh.
right away.
When it
Those
gets like
tiny
up like
details.
this, that little animation, oh, this is like the hit animation. Like it
That's
just, I
juicy.
just
That's
decided to
juicy.
make it hit, and yeah, the results like the results weren't like even better than I thought, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. It is not. It is just not only adding an image here and the color of the note, but also making some improvements with other UI objects itself. For example, a gradient, like you can see a barely a white gradient object on that object that it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
it is
Yep.
like a
Yep.
little bit
Yep.
white and blue at the same time. So
Yeah.
this is like some of the stuff I make for the UI objects that might be interesting for the players, like in the looking.
Yeah. It is very
Mm-hmm.
clean looking. Looking back now, because you've been working on this game for a good amount of
Almost 4 years
time.
already.
4 years. That's actually not too bad for honestly like indie dev. Like indie devs can
A
work on
solo
their
gap,
games for several
solo
years. So
dev, yeah.
and solo dev too. But if you had to go back, what were some of the lessons learned? What would you redo if you could go back in time to the beginning of this
Oh,
project?
that's a very good question. Not gonna lie, I'm to
Take your
be honest,
time.
I'm not sure.
Would you
Like,
have
if
gone straight into Unity?
I mean, about changing a lot to a lot of game engines. Like, it's like a very tough decision because like it's like
Yeah.
remaking the game from scratch, like from zero. But at the same time, it's like you need to think if it is worth it. So, for
Mhm.
example, in the change from scratch to click team is like a little bit better in the frame rate and resolution stuff, but from click team fusion to Unity, it is a really big change, mostly in the technical stuff for the game. For example, in the code and all the features that I'm also working on yet, and all the already added features like with Unity, like it is something that I might not be able to do with click team fusion, for example. Like in Unity is like you can do whatever you want without limitations.
Right.
Except
Right.
like on that time when John Riccitillo announced about the runtime fee, that was a really tough. Like I just I don't know.
Because yeah,
Lucky
you're
that he
you're
is no
you're
longer working there.
I'm not gonna make any comments, but I will say, yeah. I mean, you are a free to play business model. It directly
Hmm.
affected like indies
Yeah,
doing free
I
to play
got
business
affected too,
model.
like a little bit, not at all. But I'm just like it was really hard for me because all of the progress I made in the game development is like really hard to change again from another game engine, like for the fourth time already. Like it is really hard with all the progress I made already. Like it was a really hard decision. I'm just decided to just keep in Unity and believing that the changes are not affecting, like it is not taking effects on me at all. But yeah, like I'm just glad that I was able to keep using Unity for now.
Yeah, and we use Unity as well here at our
Yeah.
studio. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how? So you've been doing this for a long time. how do you stay motivated? How have you not given up yet? Because this is hard. This is really difficult
Okay,
journey.
in my case with this game, which is the only game I'm making for now, the motivation comes from, for example, the community itself, or even some small activity from the game from other players, and also even from the producers that are in the game, like watching them like having fun or just talking anything about the game, or even just even playing like without saying anything, like it makes me really happy that they're enjoying the game. Oh wait, what
Oh no!
the
Your
lights went
life.
off. I got
We.
lucky that I have a battery here.
You. How are you
Okay,
still on the internet with a power outage? Oh my
because
goodness.
there's another battery like in the router, like there's another battery there.
Oh
So
my
yeah, I'm
gosh.
just keeping access with the internet. Oh, it went. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey! Oh my gosh, Dazrax,
Oh,
welcome back. Oh
I got
wow.
lucky that I have two batteries, one here for the computer and another one for the router. We're back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, that was wild. I live
Yeah.
in California, and on a stream, on one of my streams, it caught me in an earthquake, and I was
Oh
ducking
god.
cover because it was an earthquake, and that was caught on stream. It was, I mean, I was safe. Everyone was safe here, but it was
Oh, I just hope it was
hilarious.
like a very small earthquake.
It
I
was very
hope.
small, very small, but
Okay,
I
okay,
was
okay.
like screaming on Twitch about my earthquake.
Oh god. I can barely imagine that.
Oh my gosh.
And also, from the Steam page of the game,
Mhm.
you can see some screenshots not only from the gameplay but also the song list itself. So you can see how is the design there. Oh wait, no, hold up.
Awesome.
No,
Yeah,
there's not a screenshot of the song list. I
I'm
can take
pulling up
a
the Steam
screenshot right
page
quick.
right now.
Hmm. Yeah, it is free to play and it is also an early access game, as Steam said.
Mhm.
I mean, it says because it is still on early access. Because yeah, we're also working on adding more features and adding more songs that are also listen. I have the listings of all the songs for now. So yeah, I'm trying to work on everything. I'm also planning on to add even other updates. For example, even the bitmap editor, like the level editor itself, like I'm also planning on releasing it so the community can make maps of any song.
Yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
that that'll be great. But yeah, be careful
Yeah.
with your monetization. If your community can make any
Mm-hmm.
songs, then
Yeah,
that can
that's why
potentially
also implementing and
the
like
subscription.
as another licensing system for the community. So if the artist agrees that you can make bitmaps or any map with some songs of the artist, so you can go ahead. But if there's an artist that to doesn't want you to make maps,
Mhm.
so I'm just adding to the decline list so the users can see if they allow or not to use the songs on the game as a
Mhm.
community map, for example, not an official map, which is a big difference on the licensing stuff.
Mm, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to deal with the legal
Yeah,
and just being respectful too.
because for example, I can give you an example of one EDM artist, Camellia, that is from Japan.
Mhm.
On his website, it says that if you want to add any of his songs on any game,
Mhm.
as long as it is like a community map, like made by the community, or
Mhm.
but not from a game developer of the game, you can
I
use
see.
like without any problems, without paying any fee or license. You can use it like freely, like you can use it for free. But if I am, but if I want to add the game, add to the game the song as a game developer of the game, I need to get in contact with him so we can
Right, because
discuss
there's like
about the
money
commercial stuff.
issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
for official use, yeah, there's a big difference there.
that makes sense.
So
Oh,
yeah,
things I
I'm
gotta think
taking
about.
careful about this. I mean, also working in some systems for that I'm even not done yet because yeah, there's also other stuff that needs to be finished first before that system itself.
Hmm.
But
Um,
yeah.
I have a couple more questions for you if you have
Hmm.
time, and then we can wrap up
Yeah, I have
the
time.
interview. I'm really big on documentation and project management. How do you plan out your development roadmap and like your to do list and what you need to do on the game?
Oh, for example, some documents to get help for making community payments, something like that.
For like how you like get organized, like every day, like how do you know, like what do you need to do, like maybe this is
Oh, as a
more
game
of me
developer of the
as a
game.
game developer, like how do you stay
Oh, okay.
organized? Do you take notes? Do you do
Mm,
documents?
I'm not taking notes at all, but I'm like almost all the time I'm just using GitHub so I can
Okay,
also take a look of the updates I'm making in the code and also take adding notes there of the changes of the code.
adding good comments, that's
So
good.
I can get an update for myself about the changes I'm making and also I'll add in some notes of what I need to do with that code or for making updates and all of that stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
am like using a lot GitHub on these days.
Cool. Fantastic.
And yeah, like
um
pushing the code like each 5 minutes.
oh no.
Yeah, because I really care about getting a security copy of the project. So yeah, that's why I'm really using the GitHub a lot
Hmm.
of the time.
I know you're deep into Les and you're deep into this game, but what is the next game? Do you have any ideas or know what you want to do next?
On the other interview that it's on Spanish, they asking me the same question. I was thinking about some ideas of making another game, but I'm not making the game because like the ideas my is like making a 3D game, and I'm not
Mm.
made for make 3D games. I'm just making 2D games. For example, this game Lies. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not like I don't have enough experience to make other games. Like for example, from the ideas that I having right now and in the last days. So yeah, for now I'm just keeping developing less for now.
I think that's a really practical and pragmatic
Mm-hmm.
approach. Yeah, like to develop within your skill set. Because there's a lot of indie devs. I'm sorry, no hate, but they're like, my first game is going to be this big MMO RPG as their
Mm-hmm.
first game. And I'm like, oh, be careful.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the some of the main ideas I have like wrong in a notepad. It
Hmm.
is like making a horror or suspense game,
Ooh.
something like you need to think what you need to do to escape in one place, for example, while having an enemy that wants to haunt you and kill you, for example. But like making a lot of suspense and horror to the player, something like that.
That, yeah, that is such a
I also
fun
really thought
challenge.
about an animation from for example, if there's a hacker there, because it might be multiplayer, if I'm gonna make it the game, because I'm not sure about this. If the game like if in the lobby there's a hacker and the game detects the hacker, like the hacker it just get in a separate lobby in the game, and there's no people but the hacker there, and like there's like another unknown enemy, and like the game just it just getting crazy and all of the stuff like like something that you might not expect, instead of getting a text box saying that you're banned. No, like you really need to feel the consequences there.
Ah, I see where you're
Like
going with that.
it is like an idea there, like I don't have it done yet. Like it
There's
is
a
not done.
cool, narrative
And
element
like
there.
it is a good example about you don't need to cheat. Like you're not allowed to cheat. Like to cheat in the game or
Mhm.
using cheats. Like
Mhm.
yeah, like because all games, as far as I know, it's just showing that you're banned and that's it.
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
it is like it might be funny to be honest as a game developer. It might be funny to look the hackers just getting scared because hacking of the game and just getting a surprise there, a little gift there.
That
So
is
yeah,
very complicated, but yeah, a
but
game
very
that has that type
original.
of,
It is original
it's original. I
and
love the
unique
concept
idea
and
there.
the
Yeah, the
Easter
concept.
eggs.
It is
Technically,
like
I
an
don't
Easter
know
eggs
how
for
you're gonna
hackers
do
and
it.
getting banned.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is wild.
Mhm.
Dang, dang. Amazing. So that's all I had for you. I want you tell everyone in the audience, where can we find Les? Where can we find more information about you?
Wait, just back to the copy to the topic real quick.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
hope no one steals that idea I made. I hope.
It's too hard. No one's
Yeah,
gonna no one's gonna yeah, that's the thing. Everyone
I
can have a
hope.
good
I just
idea,
hope it is like a very
but
unique
it's
idea.
who is gonna make it. That's the thing. That's the thing. So don't
Someone
worry.
might do it earlier because I'm also working on less right now. So yeah,
Hopefully not, but your version, I mean,
hopefully.
I
So
don't
yeah,
even think it matters. Like, like Les is not the first rhythm game, but it's your
hmm
take and your interpretation of
like
it.
it
And
has
so,
its own unique things there.
yeah, yeah. So don't worry about that. I hear that a
hmm
lot, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's who actually builds
Yeah.
it is what matters.
hmm
So where
As
can
long
we
as the
find
people enjoy
you?
the game, huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, as long as the people enjoy the game, that's it. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Amazing. So we have some links in chat, but let me go ahead and repost those so you can please
Wait,
wish list and get the early access for Les
I
here.
mean, there's no wishlist button. Like it is a download button because it is
Download
available to
it.
play. Yeah,
Download the early access, and
yeah,
then if you want to check out more on the website, you
or
can go
even join to the Discord server.
join the
That
Discord
is.
server. Check out the
Mhm.
website dastrackstudios.com. Very professional.
And even to join to the Discord server with a permanent link, it is dastrockstudios.com/discord, just like that.
What? I don't even
Yeah.
have a permalink on the
I
Glossford
mean, it is not
studio yet.
it is not discord.com/dastrockstudios. No, it is not like that.
Yeah.
Sadly, it
Oh
is not.
no, but that's cool. I need to
hmm
do that. I need to let my team know.
but
Fantastic.
without the www.
Got it. Got it.
hmm But also,
Well,
if someone wants to check other stuff, even the record label, you can check it there. There's other stuff there in the website, not only the game, and also the
yeah.
social media there of the studio.
You're doing a lot of cool stuff. I'm
hmm
really impressed. Thanks so much for making this happen. I know this was an idea from a couple weeks ago, but we made it happen. If anyone else in the audience, if you are a game dev or you're interested in Fitment or anything else, I
hmm
just hang out here with you all. So please feel free to ping me, DM me on Discord, or join the Glassbird server and let me know if you'd like to be on the show. But Dazrax, it was wonderful having you. It's nice to talk face to face. This was a lot of fun for me.
yeah,
Are you
but yeah,
nervous still? You
don't
good?
don't only don't only support my game, but also the Glassberg game. Fitment, please,
Woohoo! Yeah,
please.
yeah, they know. They know.
I'm watching you.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's actually raid out. That's how we typically end all of our streams here. So Daztrax, I don't know if you have any
Okay.
friends online you would like to raid out to tonight.
Um, there's one. one specific frame. I need to check what he is doing.
Okay, yeah, let me know, and
Uh
then we
oh
can raid
wait.
out to your friend.
Oh wait, it is playing the last night of the GF creation.
What is that?
It is a Finis of Freddy's fan game.
Okay, yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
really cool to be honest. So yeah, yeah. Before we make the raid, I want to say one last thing. There's one something coming soon for the game. One exclusive song, and all I want to say is like it is amazing. That's all I want to say. It is amazing. I'm not gonna show spoilers and similar stuff, but yeah, you
I'm so
can.
excited.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to
it,
play
yeah.
that early
The artist
access.
itself is like working on the song. It is almost finished, as far as I know. But yeah, there's
That's
one
awesome.
exclusive song for the game coming soon.
You heard
So yeah,
that,
I'm
folks.
gonna send in the Twitch username, the Twitch channel
Yep,
on Discord.
and I will set
Discord.
up that raid.
Yeah,
Everyone,
it is
please.
playing. Yeah, it is another artist that might be in the game in the future because I have some songs that are now allowed to be used in the game. But
Ooh.
yeah, she is a music producer. It is really cool, really cool. He's like her music and all of that stuff. So yeah,
Mm.
I just want to share some support to her.
Let's do it. Drop the name. Drop the name. We're ready to
Yeah, I
raid.
just sent it on Discord. I sent
Awesome.
it.
Hold on. Let me make sure I can see that.
Also, it is mainly a Spanish stream, but it also she
No
also know English.
problema.
So
So we'll
oh,
be rating. I don't speak Spanish. No. We'll be rating
she
Lunary
also speaks
music.
English, so don't worry.
Please, everyone, opt into this raid. Let's go visit Daztrack's collaborator here. Show our support. Support more indie devs. Please opt in. We got 5 viewers ready. Let's get a couple more in for this raid. Um, yeah, thanks so much for hopping on. This was like actually really cool. And yeah, we'll raid out in just a few seconds, and I'll ping you later, Daztrax. I'll ping you on
All
Discord
right.
and stuff.
Also,
And
thank you for inviting me on this interview. So yeah,
yeah, this was
thank
a
you
ton
very
of
much.
fun. All right, everyone, we're gonna raid
I
out.
need to play a Fitman someday. I need to
Oh
play
my
it.
gosh, it's a demo. We'd love to get your feedback. There's still a lot of broken
Yeah, because
stuff, but
it is mostly because of that. I want to share some feedback there.
please, we really need it. Amazing. All
Yeah.
right, we're gonna raid out in three,
All right.
2, 1. See you there. Bye.